Down at London Gateway, I picked a 20-foot container up, and as you can see behind me, that container's carrying hazardous, which is fine. Only, yeah, the doors are on the back way, the doors are facing the cab, so I need to get it turned around. So the question is, where do we go inside London Gateway to actually get the container turned around? Well, stick around, watch the video, and I'll show you the way around. Let's get to it. Right, so we're in the cab. I've just pressed the button. That's the first thing you've got to do on the terminal, is press the button, speak to the guy or lady on the other end, and just explain to them that you've had your container put on by the crane, put it back to front. What you must do is make sure you do your twist locks before you pull out the bay. And then we're going to head back out as if we're going out the terminal, but we're going to get to an island and it's going to see a sign in front of us, all being well, that says out of gauge, and that is where we need to head to. Then there'll be a side loader that will be able to actually pull off the container, switch it around for us. But I'm in, lane 19 at the minute, so I'll show you to get out of lane 19. We're going to have to turn right, go down to a roundabout to be able to come back out. But yeah, let's go. So if you've been down to London Gateway before, you'll know you've got big concrete blocks each side of you, so taking your time pulling out of there. And as I pull out of lane 19, I'm faced with a mini roundabout pretty much straight away, so that's ideal. I can just pull out of the where all lanes are here, go straight to that mini roundabout and do a U-turn and head back where that van and that car's just gone. Now strangely, in London Gateway, you'll find that everything's back to front, so rather than being on the left hand side of the road that we actually drive on the right. But if you're already in here, or you've been down here before, you already know that, so don't really know why I'm pointing that out. It's pretty obvious, but still. So that's why we're on the right hand side of the road, for anyone who's just watching this for entertainment, wondering why in England we're driving on the right, because inside the port, that's how the configuration of the roads are laid out. Okay, so lane 19 and 20 and 21 and all that over to my left, where all the containers are. You've got the railhead on the right hand side, where the containers are loaded on and off the rail carts. Speed limit is 20, so just taking my time as I'm driving up here, making sure I don't break the speed limit. I've got loads and loads of cars, escort vehicles and whatnot in here, running up and down today, so I don't want to get myself thrown out going a couple of miles an hour too fast. So first sign is coming up now with a mini roundabout, and we're looking for out of gauge. Tells me straight on at this mini roundabout for out of gauge, OG. You can see that there. So that's pretty straightforward. Doesn't look much like a roundabout, but that is a roundabout just there to the left of the centre concrete blocks. Just gone straight ahead at that roundabout. Just looking for the out of gauge, which I believe will be at the next roundabout we come to. It'll direct us where we need to go. What I will say is, if you're finding this video helpful, useful, watch it to the end, then please do go down, give it a thumbs up, let me know that you liked it, and subscribe. It's totally free, it doesn't cost you a penny, but it does help me build the channel. And hit the bell icon, smash it, hit it, do whatever you want with it, but press the bell icon and you'll be notified next time we upload a video, so you don't miss out on any of our future uploads that you might find helpful again. Right, let's just zip up to that roundabout. Where does it tell us to go for out of gauge now, this roundabout? It actually doesn't mention, apart from, actually it does 6, 7, 8 and out of gauge. It tells us to turn left. Out of gauge only. So we're going to go around here, we're going to use the middle lane. One's a out of gauge. So I guess this is out of gauge in the middle here. Now for you eagle-eyed viewers, you'll notice I actually didn't turn left there, I went straight on, and this is absolutely not the right way to get to the outer gauge where we need to be. But keep watching and you'll see what I did wrong and how to avoid doing it yourself. Okay, so I'm not quite sure why they're telling us to use this. The barrier's not lifted, so clearly that's wrong. Going in that middle lane. Which does make sense because we have got a loaded container on and it does need to be scanned. So just carefully reversing, and what I'm going to do is go through the scanner, because I see that the outer gauge lane, as it's marked, actually is linked after the scanner anyway. So let's go through the scan, which is here, and see if we can find where this outer gauge stuff needs to go to get it switched over. Okay, so outer gauge would have been over here. So we'll follow this up here. Yep, I'm actually seeing nowhere now where I can get this container turned round. Nowhere at all. So I'm going to have to go to the barrier here, press the button and ask for some help, because that's made absolutely no bloody sense whatsoever to me based on what they just told me. Here we go. Clearly, of course, if I'd listened to my own advice and turned left at that roundabout, I wouldn't have got it wrong. But anyway, let's see what they say here. And after a short conversation with the guy on the intercom, he tells me that I've completely missed the turn at the roundabout and is going to open the barrier in front of me and the two barriers just in front of me to the right, so that I can do a U-turn and go back in and drive back down to the roundabout, which of course I'll do, and this time we'll follow it and get it right. So let's go. Alright, so if you make the same mistake that I did and you miss where it's telling you to go for out gauge, they'll open the barrier for you. And what I'm doing now is I'm going straight back in again. So this is the way you come into London Gateway. And apparently at that first roundabout we come to, which was the last roundabout that we came to on the way out, coming in we turn right, but coming up we should have turned left. Well, I couldn't see where there was a left turn to go, but let's have a look. It'll be a right turn this time when we go down there, apparently. Yeah, question, could I have actually made that sound more complicated if I tried? Probably not. Basically just follow it down to the roundabout and we're going to turn right. Pretty simple. Hopefully this video is going to help you save a few minutes of time, drive time, work time. So it does say here, go to the right for out of gauge, this roundabout, but not quite sure exactly where that is. Unless it, oh, I see. So it means going down here. Now you wouldn't think to go down here because looking at this, it looks, yeah, it looks like it's still being heavily developed. So as you're driving down here, you'd be thinking, well, perhaps I shouldn't be coming down here. Apparently, this is where you've got to go to get it switched around. So still sticking to the right-hand side of the road while we're in here, like we said before. So this is also, I can see here where it says strike zone 6, 7 and 8. So if you're looking for strike zone 6, 7 or 8, that's down here as well. 1, 2 and 3 are down the lanes on just before where the lanes 30 and that are. You turn right just after them, sorry. For strike zones 1, 2 and 3, but 6, 7 and 8 are actually before 1, 2 and 3, which is a bit odd. But anyway, that's another story. we're looking for the outer gauge bit, where there's someone who will actually switch this round for us. Not seen anywhere yet where I can actually get this done, so yeah, I'm just following it round. Gauge only, round to the right, okay? Oh, so there's a guy over on the right who's just sort of pointed to me to go over to the left here, so I assume he wants me up here somewhere. Yeah, this really is not very clear at all, so I do hope that you find this actually helpful. I'm fairly sure you will. Still no indication on where to stop. At this point I just paused for a minute to take a good look around to see if I could see any people milling around, any side loaders moving or any markings on the floor, but there were absolutely nothing. So I decided to drive around again and go back to where the guy was in security to ask him exactly where I need to be. Can't see how they can get a side loader to me from there. So I'm just going to go around here a little bit. Exit round here. Well, I'm completely at a loss right now. So this seems to be the out of gauge area, but there's nothing obvious as to where we go to get this this box turned round. So I'll tell you what I'm going to do. I'm going to have a word with this security guy here. Let's go and have a chat. So we were right, we need to stop halfway around here. And apparently the crane driver at some point will come and turn the container around for us, so yeah. We gotta go around here. Gotta go up to the fence, is what he's told me. And by the fence I think he means this stuff here. And stop halfway up here. Now I guess he must mean he'll reach over the top and grab it and turn around. I don't know, must mean this crane over to the right. So let's stop here and see what they've got to say. After about 5 or 10 minutes of sitting around, I decided to get out and have a wander around because no one was coming. I did wander off to my left in front of where I'm walking now, and there's a porta cabin there, and just as I approached it, a van arrived with a handful of people in who told me they're actually just about to start their shift and they will actually turn the container around for me. So I then wandered back to the cab and waited. Right, and boys and girls, I'm just going to switch the camera around and show you exactly where I am. We are in the right place. There's your loader that's going to switch it around. Boys have just turned up for work, so it'll be about 10-15 minutes, but let's switch the camera around and show you exactly where we are. Right, so the security hut where I walked out and spoke to the security guy, just round there, around that corner there. That's the way we came in. And when you come around that corner, you'll see these concrete blocks, and you just park somewhere reasonably close. I could have been with being a bit closer, to be fair, but he reckons you can reach it from there anyway, no trouble. Just park there, and then one of these side loaders will move your box around for you. Now obviously this is a bank holiday Monday. These guys have just turned up for work, so they just said give us 10 minutes mate, we'll switch it over, so that's fine by me. Of course, while you're here, make sure you do turn your twist locks out ready. Yep, just like we have done here, so it's all ready for them. What's taken me 15-20 minutes is hopefully going to take you no time at all to come and get your box turned around. So thank you so much for watching. Remember to like, subscribe and smash that bell icon, and I'll see you in the next one. Ta-da for now. And for those of you that have made it to the end of the video, thank you again for watching. I'm just going to show you the route out of London Gateway, more for entertainment than anything, because I'm quite sure if you're a truck driver and you're watching this for the information that's provided, which is how to actually find the outer gauge area to have it turn around, you'll be able to figure this out for yourself. So for those of you still watching, sit back, enjoy the drive out of London Gateway, and once again thank you so much for watching. We really do appreciate it. Please do subscribe, it's totally free, as we've already said. It doesn't cost you a penny, but it does make the world of difference for me. And hit the bell icon if you want to be reminded next time we put a video out. So listen to the music and enjoy the drive out. Ta-da for now.